All right, if you're looking for one of the most thorough explanations of eXp Realty, you're going to enjoy this video. I'm going to talk about some of the major changes we've had over the last 12 months, and there's going to be a lot of information here. So know this, you can watch this video 2 or 3 times, or even better, connect with me. I'd love to have a call with you, and let's talk about this life-changing brokerage that has really transformed our business in the last several years. So my name is Brian Stevens. I'm with eXp Realty. I'm located right here in Central Florida, and we are excited just to chat really quick. So here's a little bit about eXp Realty. I'm going to get the overview here. We have relationship management with CRMs, learning and development, process management, we've got support. I want to talk about wellness management, branding and marketing, building a legacy, and then financial management. We're going to touch on all these things. You can see there is a lot here. We're not going to cover every single bullet point, but again, this is going to be a lot more detailed than you're going to find in most places. So what am I going to go over? A lot of stuff, meaning everything. Why eXp compares to other brokerages, training tools, resources, explanation of the equity stock opportunities, explanation of the revenue share, the hidden benefits of eXp that nobody talks about, co-sponsorship, very exciting, getting all of my training for free, splits and fees, Canada and the US, the different divisions of eXp Realty, luxury, which I'm a part of, sports and entertainment, and more. And then again, the top 10 FAQs, which is what we're going to show. So here we go. Are you ready? Let's take off. All right, let's talk about this. Before we dive in, there's going to be 3 types of people who are watching this video. Agents considering eXp Realty. I've not spoken with anybody. Agents considering joining eXp Realty, and you're already speaking with someone. Or agents already at eXp. So categories 1 and 2, click in the link in the description below, and let's book a private Zoom call. Or feel free to call me direct on my cell phone. My email address is right here, but either way, I'd love to talk to you about eXp Realty. So why listen to me? Well, I've got a YouTube channel that's got over 4,500 subscribers, actually a little bit stronger than that now, coming into about 5,000. Top producer year over year. The last couple of years, I've done over $30 million in production, and also have over 225 Google 5-star reviews. So I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. So again, there's got a lot of people you can listen to. I know this business. I'm still learning in this business. And that's what I love about this realty company, is that you continue to grow with all the leaders, the top producers, the training, the income opportunities. There's a lot here. So let's talk more about that in this video. All right. So again, I'm going to hit some of the main things. Our global reach. Just want you to look. We started here in 2009, went to Canada, and you can see all the different countries that we've gone into. Looking just, again, 2009 to 2025. We're in 24 countries right now. I mean, that is a global reach. So there's a lot there. Let's talk about the commission and the cap. You're on an 80-20 split. This is in the USA, $16,000 cap. Okay, so after you cap, in other words, after you pay into eXp Realty $16,000, then you're going to earn 100% of your commission for the remainder of the year. Okay, 80-20 split. Everybody's on the same split. Everybody. Doesn't matter if you've been in the business a month, 10 years, 30 years. Doesn't matter. Everybody comes in on an 80-20 split, which I love. Once you paid in 16 grand to the company, you get 100% the rest of your calendar or your anniversary year. Okay, mine just reset in February, so I am back on the 80-20 split until I cap. Usually takes me 2-3 months, and then I'm at 100% the rest of the year. Let me hit this. There's a $250 capped transaction fee. So once you cap, okay, $250 period for the transaction fee. Once those transaction fees total $5,000, okay, so that caps, then all you're paying is $75 for a transaction fee. That's it. It's really, really nice. Start up with eXp Realty, $149 for your startup fee. The monthly cloud brokerage fee is $85. You get a nice website with that because you're going to get a CRM and so much more. There's a $25 transaction review fee. That's going to be on every deal. And then a $60 risk management fee, or you may have heard of your E&O insurance, right? Now your E&O insurance also, look, caps at $750. So you get the idea. That's going to cap out too, which is, again, really, really nice. In Canada, here are the different structures of splits. Again, you've got, back in the US, no desk fees, no royalty fees, no franchise fees, unlike a lot of the other big brokerages. So 80-20 split, $16,000 cap. A few little, nuances about the transaction fee. I'm not going to go over this in detail, but standard costs for Canada to get started up, $199. Your cloud brokerage fee, $139. $29 broker review fee, $17 commercial insurance fee is what they call it. So that is for Canada. So this is really exciting. You can and you will become a shareholder in eXp stock. How about that? I've been with, and I'll tell you, Coldwell Banker, Remax, Keller Williams, and then we had our own little brokerage for just a couple years. And I'll tell you right now, I've never had stock in any brokerage that I've ever been a part of. Pretty exciting. And believe me, we have, really grown that. And that's, again, another part of like a retirement vehicle, a wealth building solution. It's really nice. If you look on the NASDAQ, here's the ticker symbol, EXPI, okay? You get stock equity through the incentive program. So what does that mean? You get $200 worth of stock on your first closing, okay? It's nice. They're gonna just give you that stock. $400 of stock when you cap, okay? Just gonna drop it in an account, a Morgan Stanley account. $400 worth of stock when you directly attract another agent after their first deal closes. Now, some of these are going to have vesting periods. That means they're going to vest in either 2 years or 3 years, okay? But that money's just going to sit in an account and it's going to grow. The stock's going to grow. That's our hope, right? I mean, who knows? It can go up, down, sideways. You never know. But this is going to sit in an account with your name on it. And again, this will have a vesting period. There's different stock levels you can get at different times. The Icon Award, which we've been very fortunate to receive the last several years. Top agents receive up to $16,000 in stock upon certain achievements of your production year. We're going to talk about that. The other way you get to get stock is you can volunteer to contribute up to 5% of your commission from your check, if you will, from your wire, right? Because checks, we don't really see those a lot. 5% to buy company stock at a 5% discount. So you can take up to 5% of your commission and you can say, hey, go buy stock for this for me, and you get to buy it at a 5% discount, which is kind of nice. And it's kind of a forced way of socking away some money into an investment. You don't have to do this, by the way, totally voluntary. All right. So at eXp Tech, so we've got eXp World, which is really cool. You can see all the different platforms we have. Canva comes with it. It's amazing. Slack, SkySlope. This is the way we, I'm going to say, put our transactions in. The CRM of your choice. My eXp, which is a great app. I look at it all the time. Again, I'm not going to hit all these because there's a lot to talk about. But again, your CRM of choice, REO, Revenos, relocation, making it rain, you can buy leads there. You name it, and the referral division is fantastic. Training, we've got Fast Cap right now, really cool things going on there. And we just started Fast Attract. You've got the eXp University. You can get emails from your broker when we're doing classes in the cloud. Mentor program. If you're a new agent and you have never done a deal before, and you sign up in any state, there's going to be mentors in your state. This is really important. I get this question a lot. And so you're in Las Vegas, Nevada, for example. You get your license. I'm one of your sponsors. I'm helping you out. You are going to also have a mentor in your area, an eXp certified mentor, help you with your first 3 deals. So they're going to walk you through that. They get a 20% cut from your commission, the first 3 commissions you get, but they're helping you walk through everything, right? Paperwork, negotiating, how to get to closing, how to walk through challenges. They're mentoring you. They're boots on the ground, and they're going to be in your area, which is really nice. So that's a mentor program is a great thing to have. That's if you're a brand new agent, okay? Meaning you've never done any deals before. All right, eXp Regional Rally. Those are events we have. We're having one coming up in Orlando here in April. Excited about that. Support, we've got great broker teams. They're amazing, always in contact with us. Plus, we have a luxury division. You can see all the different divisions we've got. Regis offices, we'll talk about that. Healthcare. Stock programs, icon awards. There is a lot to our company. We offer a lot. So here is a little bit on fast cap. There's a lot of numbers here, but if you're just looking at this program, I'm not going to talk about that right now, but I'll tell you, it is if you want to jump aboard, get your business going, get into fast cap. There's a lot of things happening. And here's what you'll learn. Week 1, owning your business. Week 2, prospecting. Week 3, your database and lead gen. Week 4, marketing your brand, so important. 5, winning with buyers, and 6, winning with sellers. This is super popular right now, and they're revving things up in a really, really good way. So, CRM of your choice. I mentioned this earlier. You can choose between Bold Trail, Lofty, or Close. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you which one you want to use. It's included in your $85 a month in your monthly tech fees. And I'm telling you, I personally use Bold Trail. I know these are really good too. This was KV Core, and it just kind of rolled into Bold Trail. I believe they got bought out or merged or something. I don't know. But they've got a really good website that you get from the CRM. Probably one of the best standard websites if you don't want to upgrade anything that I've seen that you actually get with your monthly fees, if you will. So that's really, really nice. All right, let's keep going. All right, we have a thing called a revenue share plan, which is really, really exciting. And I will tell you, the revenue share plan is an absolute game changer. If you want to build wealth long-term, you're going to see a little bit about the revenue share plan here. So let's just look at this segment first. Again, when you join eXp, you're on an 80-20 split. Remember, we went over that earlier. You as the agent get 80% for your commission, 20% goes to eXp. Okay, this is once you close a transaction. Now, that 20% piece of the pie, they're going to bring over here. And for revenue share purposes, they're going to take half that 20% or 10%, split it with their revenue share group. So who has ever attracted you to the company, and then people above them will get a piece of that. And then the company takes the other piece, the other 10%, to help pay for overhead, right? Over the 1,000 employees we've got in the cloud. And of course, company's got bills, right? So they take that's eXp's money, not the agent's money. The agent's money is 80%. That's yours. That's all yours. They're taking a part of that, again, only until you cap, right? At 100%. And then this is going to go away if you're thinking of it as an agent. But right here, again, it's a great way to build some passive income. So if you are curious, this goes 7 levels deep. And right now, first 3 tiers, the first 3 levels, if you will, you don't actually have to even have an agent that you've attracted that's going to meet what they call a frontline qualified requirement. In other words, frontline agent, a qualified agent. That means you don't have to have any right now to get paid in your first 3 tiers. And then in tier 4, you got to have at least 5 agents that meet that criteria. Okay. And then you can see it goes on and on. And you just may fast forward this part because you don't really care about this. Totally fine. Let's talk about it more in person. So we have a couple things to revenue share pay now. If you have some revenue share, so you've got $500 in your app, in your account, you want it sent to you right away, you press a button, boom, it's live in your account right away. It's amazing. So you're going to get paid regardless of your production. There's a bonus opportunity for tier 1, year 1 for people that you bring in. Very full transparency. Everything is right there, black and white. There's no, I'm not sure who's doing what, because I can look in the app and see everybody that's in my organization. I can look at their production, when they close things, everything is right there, which I love. It's really nice. We've got the largest revenue share growth opportunity. So pretty incredible. This shows you right here on a $10,000 commission. Again, you as the agent are getting $8,000. eXp is getting the other 20% or $2,000. Again, same thing. They're taking $1,000 to pay company bills, $1,000 for the revenue share pool. That's going to get, the revenue share pool is going to get shared amongst the agents that are in these 7 tiers. Okay. So you can see, and you can stop this if you really want to study it, but it shows the different percentages for the revenue share pool. And then an average $10,000 agent commission in tier 1, you're going to get on average $175. And then the capping agent minimum you're going to get for that agent is going to be $1,400 a year. So that's pretty good money. I don't know about you, it's pretty good money. And then this is really cool. I've loved this. The revenue share pool, there's always bonuses at the end, meaning, you're going to see in your app exactly how much you're getting. Call it $500. I'm telling you, most of the time, there's a little bit of leftover revenue share, how they calculate everything. And might be another $100, $120, whatever that they tack onto that. That's just bonus. Manna from heaven, as my business partner says. All right. So the good thing about this revenue share is it's willable. You can pass it on to your family members, which is so nice. And honestly, you get a retirement plan. Most agents, don't know about you guys, been in this business for about 30 years. Just started getting serious about this retirement thing the last so many years, but not the best at saving for retirement. Agents just aren't in general. So this gives you a good platform to do. So co-sponsorship, this is a game changer. This is amazing. So I'm going to read this. The co-sponsor program allows an agent or advisor to have both a primary sponsor and a co-sponsor. So you can have 2 sponsors. This means that agents can benefit from the support and guidance of 2 experienced leaders while still maintaining the structure of eXp's revenue share model. So the co-sponsor benefits from their revenue from the agent and their downline. Okay, that's the co-sponsor. This is new, but the revenue share does not flow up any further in the organization. So if I'm your primary sponsor, right? I help bring you into the company. You join Wolfpack with us. You join Realtors of Faith. I would be that. Now, I'm going to get revenue share in levels 2 through 7. Again, a frontline qualifying agent. You've got to have that. And you're going to get stock grants, okay? If you're a co-sponsor, you're going to get paid in revenue shares levels 1 through 7, and the fast start bonus, okay, which is year 1, which is increased to 50% for revenue share, you're going to get paid as the co-sponsor for that. So this is just amazing. I was talking to an agent the other day, and they're in Arkansas. And they joined me. I'm their primary sponsor, and they wanted another co-sponsor. So they chose somebody else that they want to get some more leadership from, right? Talked to another agent. They wanted somebody who was boots on the ground. So they talked to somebody like 30 minutes away that can help them. I mean, the possibilities are endless with this. So let's talk about social media training. This is going to be free when you partner with me, because I am a partner with the Wolfpack. Who's the Wolfpack? Well, it's Mike Sherrard, who is incredible. I partnered up with him. I joined up underneath Mike. You are going to get all this social media training free. And let me tell you something. This is really good stuff. Stuff that he could charge, and he may, I don't know, thousands of dollars for. It's really good videos. Not cheesy, not winging it, professionally made. And here's the thing, he's up to date with this stuff. He's not watching some other YouTube guru and Chat GPT and stuff. Mike knows this stuff inside and out. So you get that when you partner with us. I'm telling you, that's huge. I built my YouTube channels from watching Mike's class. That's how I built it. Mike is the head of the Wolfpack. A lot of success stories. Suman Kim tells about him. He was a new agent, new city, no experience. He had no channel, no YouTube channel. Closed over 87 deals in his first 12 months. And he closed over $5 million in gross commission income, GCI, in his first 2.5 years with the Wolfpack. John is another example. There's more and more people. He's got video testimonies that is, it's real stuff. They're amazing. And so we've got masterminds. We've got all kind of, Mike's got interviews with different subjects and topics you have access to. In fact, these are on YouTube. You can just go jump and watch these if you want to get an idea of Mike and his interviews. He's got a great YouTube channel. I was fortunate enough to be on one of those interviews and really enjoyed talking to Mike probably about 2 to 3 years ago. The latest thing that now we have is the AI Agent Accelerator. Pretty cool. And so, AI is here to stay. It's not going to dominate the world, but it's going to do a lot of everything for everybody. So it's going to continue to be prominent in the real estate space. So this is a new training, and you also would get that. And if you are into agent attraction and want to talk to other agents about that, got a whole training for that too. I mean, again, this is really first-class stuff. So private training, community, you get all that with the Wolfpack, with our organization. You're going to get real estate investment training. Connor is part of the team, and Connor will help you with investment training. It's really successful, good guy. Virtual in-person events for growth. This is really good. 5 live mastermind calls a week, okay? 5 of them. Direct support from our leadership. And then if you have a group you want to try to bring into the organization, we can help you with that, okay? Our luxury program is fantastic. I've been a member of it for 2 years now, getting ready to renew my membership. Here's all I'm going to say about it is the marketing for luxury, and I use a lot of the online marketing, is incredible. It is fantastic. I'd rather have a conversation with you about that to tell you about it, but I love going to listing presentations when I have a luxury home and saying, you're going to get this. And I show them and click on some buttons. They're like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of places you're going to put my home. It really automates it. It's a really incredible system. Sports and entertainment, and that's a new division we just got. Land and ranch, that's also newer. Again, it's specialized fields that you can get certified in. Super easy to do it. There is a small fee to be a member of the luxury program. Same with the sports and entertainment, which I'm not part of that, or the land and ranch, but I do love the luxury. There's different teams. And again, this is really conversation, worthy to have. So I can tell you this, and again, stop this slide and kind of read this. It's probably easier, but we are a self-organized team. So it's for any agent. We don't have a production requirement, although our team produces well over $50 million a year combined, everybody. But there's none of that. I'll tell you what we liked about this in a second. The minimum members, you have to have a leader and then a member. Okay, so at least 2 people. Here's what we liked about it is the cap options. Everybody retains a full $16,000 cap. So that allows everybody to icon if they want to. Okay, so this is really good. We've also kicked around a standard team, but there's different caps and different icon eligible. It's a little bit different, but these are the most important. Mega teams, man, there's some great options there, lower caps, and then just a domestic partnership. You're sharing one cap, husband and wife, pretty cool. So again, a little bit more worth to study. So here's what I'm going to go over this. Local support. This is really good. Yes, you get local support from, first of all, from your broker. The broker support is incredible. Like here in Florida, we've got at least 8 brokers. We may have more that you could text, call, email, message, go into the eXp world and have a face-to-face conversation, meaning, it's all digital. You're on your little, oh geez, I'm drawing a blank on it. But you're in there talking to them, right? With your digital footprint. I'll just say that because I'm drawing a blank on it because I've been talking a lot. But yes, you got good local support along with myself. Now, unless you're in the Central Florida area, I'm not going to be local, but we will give you great support. And then if you have a co-sponsor, you're going to get more local support. So there's a lot of support there. A local office. Do I get access to a local office? Here's the thing we didn't touch on, but it's in the presentation, is we have Regus, REGUS offices. If you have an eXp, if you're an eXp Realtor, you have access to their common areas. And that's included in the $85 a month. So they just opened one up. I'm in Lakeland, Florida. They just opened one up downtown Lakeland. So I can go in there and sit in the conference room, all the areas, get free Wi-Fi, hang out in the open space. I don't get a private office, but I've got access if I want to meet a client down there, if I want to go into the conference room for a closing. So depending on your city, look for Regus office. So there's that. Will I be given leads? There's different parts of your CRM that you can generate leads with. You ever heard of a splash page? In other words, like a mini website you can actually drop on your Facebook, and it's going to help you generate leads. You don't have to pay for that. So there's different ways to generate leads for free. That's more social media training, again, with our group, with the Wolfpack and Mike Sherrard. There's tons of ways to do this with no to low cost. We're going to talk about YouTube in that training too, which has really worked great for us. Will I be able to access you? You 100% will. Absolutely. I'm a real person. Go Google me and look at some other YouTube videos. You will definitely be able to. In fact, below you'll see my cell phone number. Pick up the phone. Please give me a call. Let's have a conversation. Is eXp a pyramid scheme? Oh my goodness, no. There's a product involved. Everybody's, which is real estate and commissions. So no, it is fully legal. And you hear that once in a while. No, absolutely not. Okay. And we need to talk about that. If you really have concerns, every other brokerage has levels between regional presidents, owners, franchise owners. All those have levels. That's all eXp Realty is, along with most brokerages. So why eXp versus other cloud brokerages? I'll tell you this. They end up trying to emulate what we do, but they don't have our stay power. They don't have our debt free. They don't have our leadership. They may be the new guy in town, but if you look at us, we are a proven track record, been around a long time. We have great, Glenn, our founder, is incredible. What a humble, nice guy. And then Leo, our current CEO, is so sharp. So we've got great leadership. What if you've capped at your brokerage? Yes, here's a good thing. Again, this is a conversation. My business partner did this when we moved over. He was already capped at the previous brokerage, and the eXp honored that cap and came over and then reset on his anniversary date, which was amazing. Why do agents leave eXp? Well, here's what I heard currently, recently through our CEO, in fact. Most agents leave eXp in this 2026 is because they have to go get like a normal salary job. They could not make it in the realty world as an agent because they weren't doing production, right? So that's the reason most of them leave. That's the key reason, and it's unfortunate, and I hate that, but we see that a lot in this business. This business, there's within the first 5 years, there's about a 85 to 90% failure rate. So if you can last 5 years in this business, your top 10, 15%, you're doing good. What are the cons for joining eXp? I really don't know. There's not a whole lot of them, really. As long as you're a mover and a shaker and you want to get trained and equipped and you want to go ahead and get out there and this is a great company. Right? It's not perfect. We haven't faced hardly any cons. So there's nothing we could just, you can ask me questions, but nothing that's screaming at me. And so why shouldn't someone join? That's our conversation we need to have. And I'd love to book a call with you and kind of talk about it. So here, again, below, book a private call with me, click in the link below, and we can have a Zoom meeting or we can have a phone call. or shoot me a couple texts and just ask me a few brief questions. But I'd really like to talk to you. I think you'd get more out of that. So again, Brian Stevens, part of the Wolfpack and Realtors of Faith. By the way, Realtors of Faith, if you've stayed this long, we have periodic Zoom meetings that we do, and we talk about the scripture. We do a devotion. We talk about what God's doing in your life, and we talk about real estate, how to be a better agent. Okay. And this is all brand new, but God's doing some pretty cool stuff in our organization and hopefully in your business. All right. God bless. Have a great day.